show. Very quickly, we now have the full list of the presidential candidates for the 2023 general elections. Who is your favorite and why? And do you think Nigeria is ready for a Muslim ticket, which is something that we've been discussing on this program today?
Well, thank you for that question. My favorite candidate is obviously Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party. And the reason why is because he's the man with a plan. We've seen his plan to fix Nigeria. He has a plan to create jobs, provide opportunities. And when you have jobs and opportunities, it's going to lead to security. Now, I listened to Ayo Padukun talking about restructuring of the country. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said he's going to restructure Nigeria, and that's what we need. And he's even talked about doing it right away. Talked about what he can do with executive orders, like some of the things that ASU are talking about, he can do by executive orders. Other things he'll have to work with the National Assembly. So, it's a very, very good strategy that he has. He has a plan and people can see that. So I'm absolutely certain that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is not just the best candidate, but that he's going to win the election. And then if you also want to go back down memory lane, we need somebody who in his private life has been able to create wealth for himself. Before he became vice president, he founded or co-founded one of the largest ports logistic firms in Africa that was worth, like about $1 billion before he became vice president. Now,
from presidential aide to critic to investigator to advocate to an author, was anything real? Or is politics just Reno's stage? He isn't doing too bad as a social media influencer. Reno began as special assistant on social media to President Goodluck Jonathan, or as he says, special assistant to President Jonathan on new media, shaping official messaging and building a loyal PDP following. In the lead-up to 2023 elections, Omokri praised Peter Obi as trustworthy, highlighting his clean governance record as governor of Anambra State, a stance that earned bipartisan credibility. Omokri ran relentless campaigns against Buhari and Tinubu, not only abroad, but even was said to have sponsored some within Nigeria. He called Buhari names that were really offensive and painted Tinubu as corrupt, a drug baron, unfit for Aso Rock. However, in September 2022, Reno travels to Chicago State University to verify Tinubu's credentials, claiming he believes Tinubu lied. What he found surprised him, as he said. In a video from Chicago State University's registrar's office, he reveals Tinubu did attend Chicago State University from August 1977 to June 1979 and earned a bachelor's in science in business administration with honors. Omokri said, "I don't like Tinubu. I went there intending to expose him, but found the facts didn't align with my bias." In one breath, he called Tinubu a drug baron and accused him of deception. And in another, he publicly chastised journalists like Rufai Oseni of Arise TV for spreading falsehood, in quotes, about Tinubu's history.
If Bola Tinubu approaches you to work with him, would you?
It will never happen.
Okay, which one? Which of the scenarios? Him approaching you or you accepting to work with him?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to betray privilege. Somebody from Bola Tinubu's camp has already reached out to me, and I told the person that, look, it cannot happen. I can't do it. It's just against my principles. I'm not. Some people can do that. It's not in my DNA. I can't do it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I wish Bola Tinubu well if he eventually is sworn in and then the courts uphold his victory. But I can never work with him.
Reno, where are you standing? Stand properly. Why do many people believe that his trip to Chicago State University was all planned out? Did he see the signs that Jagaban would become the president of Nigeria in 2023? Let's continue. By October 2023, Reno reaffirms Tinubu's Chicago State University graduation status. Though he remains an Atiku supporter, he insisted, "My story has always been the same." He further emphasized, "I will always tell the truth, even if it favors my enemy and injures my friend." By mid-2025, Omokri began praising Tinubu's administration publicly like a canary, citing achievements like the $14 billion debt reduction and enhanced security. He also did several videos to convince his audience that the coastal highway initiated by President Tinubu is 30 kilometers done on a stretch. This was after a journalist took his time to dismantle the claims of the federal government of Nigeria, stating that the road was done in chunks and not one stretch of 30 kilometers as claimed by the federal government. Reno's pivot surprised many. From being a PDP man, staunch PDP man for that matter, abusing the hell out of the APC leaders, and suddenly he's praising them and even working for them. Was it ideological maturity, opportunism, or personal recalibration? Omokri's journey challenges us. Are we seeing a truth seeker evolving with facts, or a strategist pivoting to stay relevant? He's walked the spectrum: loyalty to Jonathan, admiration for Obi, attacker of Buhari and Tinubu, fact checker of Chicago State University, then defender and now advocate of Tinubu. His journey begs crucial questions about authenticity, politics, and personal conviction in Nigeria. What do you think? Has Reno followed the facts or followed influence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for deeper dives into Nigeria's political players.